the weather's clear. Can do. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do. I'm Ken Valentine, can do. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do. This guy says the horse can do. If he's all right, this was all right. This guy says the horse can do. Last night, I know Valentine's big was fine. This jockey's brother's house friend. And just as it boys, this guy says the horse needs equipoise. Shows boys, shows boys. Needs having yeah, Valentine shows morning, shows skies and fish and mine tonight. So have fun, have fire. This guy says the horse has yellow breath. Valentine, I got the horse right
She is a beautiful doll, all right, with 100% eyes.
It's too bad it's such a doll, wastes all the time being good. How could she make any money from that?
Hey, maybe it's going to be submission.
Yeah, I didn't think of it.
Hey, Fanny South.
Hey, Harry the horse. How you doing? You know Nicey Johnson?
Yeah, how good?
Nicey, thank you.
What? Yeah, so, tell me, what about Nathan Dietrich? Has he got a place for his craft in?
He don't know that yet.
The heat is on.
He's still looking for a place.
Well, tell him I'm loaded and looking for action. I just acquired 5,000 potatoes.
5,000 bucks. Where did you acquire it?
I collected the reward on
Any of you guys seen Nathan Detroit?
I don't know, no Nathan Detroit. What's Nathan Detroit is that?
I mean the Nathan Detroit who's been running a floating crap game around here and getting away with it by moving into a different spot every night.
Why are you telling us this, Your Honor?
I am telling you this because I know you two bums work for Detroit, rustling up customers for his crap game.
We do?
Yeah, you do.
Oh.
You can tell him for me. I know that right now he's running around trying to find a spot. Well, nobody's going to give him a spot because they all know that Brannigan's breathing down their neck.
Right, Brandon.
Hey, Nathan! I'm having terrible trouble. Everybody's scared on account of that lousy Brannigan.
Something wrong, Mr. Detroit.
Oh, hello, Lieutenant. I hope you don't think I was talking about you. There are other lousy Brannigans.
I have just been talking to your colleagues here about your crap game. I imagine you are having trouble finding a place.
Oh, well, the heat is on, as you must know from the fact that you now have to live on your salary.
Hey, Nathan, did you find a place for the crap game?
What does that cop want from me? What am I, a sex maniac? I merely run a crap game for the convenience of those who want a little action, in return for which I take a small cut. Is that a crime?
Did you find a place?
Did you find a place for the game, Nathan? Did I find a place? Yes, I found a place. We are holding the crap game tomorrow night in the Radio City Music Hall.
That's how. How are you going to fix the ushers for that one? Shut up. Why?
I tried all the regular places. The back of the cigar store, the funeral parlor.
Well, Nathan, you said there once might be a chance at the Fillmore Garage.
I was over to the Fillmore Garage, spoke to Joey Fillmore himself. He said he might take a chance to let me use the place if I give him $1,000.
$1,000?
In cash. He won't take my marker.
Your marker's no good, huh?
What do you mean? A marker ain't just a piece of paper that says, I owe you $1,000, signed Nathan Detroit. A marker is like a pledge, which a guy can't belch on it. It's like not saluting the flag. My marker's as good as gold. Only Joy Biltmore don't think so. It don't seem possible. Me without a livelihood. Why, I have been running the crap game ever since I was a juvenile delinquent.
But Nathan, can't you do something, huh?
What can I do? I'm broke. I couldn't even buy Adelaide a present today. And you know what day today is? It is mine and Adelaide's 14th anniversary.
Yeah?
Yeah? Yeah. We've been engaged for 14 years.
But Nathan, concentrate on the game. The town's up to here with high rollers. The Greeks in town.
Brandy bottle Bates.
Frank and Slim.
I know I could make a fortune, but where can I have the game? The Biltmore Garage wants a grand, but we ain't got a grand on hand. And they've now got a lock on the door of the gym at Public School 84. There's the stock room behind McCluskey's bar. But Mrs. McCluskey ain't a good scout. And things being how they are, the back of the police station is out. So the Biltmore Garage is the spot, but the $1,000 we ain't got. Why, it's good old reliable Nathan, 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 Nathan Detroit. If you're looking for action, he'll furnish the spot. Even when the heat is on, it's ever too hot. Not for good old reliable Nathan, for we'll always just a short walk to the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere, everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an awful lot of them is for the fella who can get us there. If we only had a lousy little plan, we would be a millionaire. That's good old reliable Nathan, 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 Nathan Detroit. If the size of your blood flow you want to increase, he'll arrange that you go broke in quiet and peace. In the hideout provided by Nathan, where there are no neighbors to squawk. It's the oldest established permanent flowing in New York. Where's the action? Where's the game? Gotta have the game or we'll die from shame. It's the oldest established
Sky Masterson there is the highest player of them all.
Is he higher than the Greek?
Higher than anybody. Why do you think they call him Sky? That's how high he bets. I once saw him bet $5,000 on a cockroach. And another time he was sick, and he wouldn't take penicillin on account he bet 10 C's that his temperature would go to 104.
Did it?
Did it? He's so lucky it went to 106. Good old Sky.
Well, maybe you can borrow 1,000 from Sky.
Not Sky. With him, that kind of money ain't lending money. It's betting money. So why don't I bet him? Why don't I bet him 1,000 on something?
You would bet with Sky Masterson?
I ain't scared. I am perfectly willing to assume the risk, providing I can figure out a bet on which there is no chance of losing. He likes crazy bets, like which lump of sugar will a fly sit on, or how far can you eat a piece of cheesecake. Look, run into Minnie's restaurant and ask him how many pieces of cheesecake he sold yesterday, and also how many pieces of strudel.
How much cheesecake and how much strudel? What do you want to know that for?
Just to find out. Now, Beard, here comes Adelaide. If she hears I'm running the crap game, she will never set foot on me again. Adelaide,
You go ahead, girls. Order me a tuna fish on rye and a chocolate sundae. With tomato ketchup and mayonnaise. We gotta get back to the hot box.
are you still rehearsing?
Yeah, that's slave driver Charlie's been working us all day. Finally, I says, look, Charlie, I'm starving. I gotta get out of here and get something to eat. And he says, you don't want to eat. You just want to sneak out and meet that cheap bum Nathan Detroit.
So what did you say to him?
Oh, I told him. I said, I'll meet whoever I want.
Well, don't upset yourself. How's your cold?
Oh, it's much better. Thank you. Nathan, happy anniversary.
A present for me?
I hope you like it.
Oh, a belt.
Read the card.
Sugar is sweet, and so is jelly. So put this belt around your belly. That's so sweet. Look, honey, about your present. I was going to get you a diamond wristwatch with a gold band and 2 rubies on the side.
Oh, Nathan, you shouldn't have.
It's all right. I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, I kind of like it when you forget to give me presents. It makes me feel like we're married.
Don't worry, honey. One of these days I'll be in the money and you'll have more mink than a mink.
Nathan, darling, I can do without anything just so long as you don't start running that crap game again.
The crap game. What an absurd thought.
Hey, Miss Adelaide, how are you? Hey, good.
All right, we got 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
Huh?
Yesterday, Mindy's, they sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
More strudel than cheesecake. That's great.
Nathan, what is this?
Nothing, honey.
Hey, Detroit. Any news yet?
Not yet, Harry. I'll let you know.
All right, Detroit.
What was that about?
His wife's having a baby.
Why is he asking you?
He's nervous. It's his first wife. Look, honey, I'm expecting you, fella, and I know you're hungry.
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I just don't want your sandwich to get soggy. Fellas, why do you take Adelaide over to the drugstore? You see, honey, you've got a cold, and it's across the street, and there are a lot of open manholes around.
Oh, Nathan, you're so thoughtful. You're just the sweetest person. Goodbye.
Hey, Masterson! Glad to see you, Sky.
Nathan, you old promoter, you.
How are you, Sky? You look great.
Oh, I feel great. 2 wonderful weeks out west in Nevada. Beautiful scenery, healthful climate, and I beat him for 50 G's in blackjack.
50 G's gonna be in town long?
No, I'm flying to Havana tomorrow.
Havana?
Yeah, there's a lot of action down there. Say, you want to come with me?
No, I got a lot of things to do. Meantime, how about dropping over to Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake? They sell a lot of cheesecake.
No, I'm not hungry. Tell me, though, how's Miss Adelaide?
Fine. Still dancing at the hot box.
Suppose we'll be getting married one of these days.
We all gotta go sometime.
Ah, but Nathan, we can fight it. Guys like us, we must remember, as pleasant as a doll's company may be, she must always take second place aces back to back.
Yeah. Tell me, are you hungry yet? Maybe we could go into Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake or strudel or something?
No, I'm gonna go get the late results.
No. But you will admit that Mindy has the greatest cheesecake in the country.
Yes, I'm quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
Oh, wait! And yet there are those who like Mindy's beef strudel. Offhand, which do you think he sells more of? The cheesecake or the strudel?
Well, I never give it much thought. But I guess if everybody's like I am, I'd say Mindy sells much more cheesecake than strudel.
For how much?
Huh?
For how much?
Nathan, I never knew you to be a betting man. Usually take your percentage off the top.
Oh, well, for old time's sake, I thought I'd give you a little action. I will bet you $1,000 that yesterday Mindy sold more strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, let me tell you a story. When I was a young man about to make my start in the world, my father says to me a very valuable thing. Son, the old man says, I'm sorry I'm not able to bankroll you a very large start. But being that I have no potatoes to give you, I'm going to state you some very valuable advice. One of these days in your travels, a man's going to come to you and show you a brand new deck of cards, on which the seal is not yet broken. Now this man's going to offer to bet you that he can make the jack of spades jump out of the deck and squirt cider in your ear. But son, do not bet this man. For as sure as you're standing there, you're going to wind up with an ear full of cider. Now Nathan, I do not claim you've been clocking Mindy's cheesecake.
You don't think?
However, if you're still looking for some action, I'll bet you that same $1,000 you don't know the color of the necktie you have on. Well,
No bet. Pink. What a crazy color.
Hey, Nathan, we just Adelaide to the drugstore.
Don't bother me.
Hiya, Sky. Hiya.
good, as with you fellas.
Not there, Spike.
Nicely, thank you. Hey, Nathan, we took Miss Adelaide over to the drugstore like you said, and she told me to tell you to meet her up at the show after the hot box and don't be late.
Yes, dear. I mean, yes.
Yes, dear? That's husband talk if I ever heard it. Nathan, you're trapped. In Adelaide, you have a doll that is most difficult to unload.
I don't want to unload her. I love Adelaide. And besides, a guy without a doll, well, if a guy does not have a doll, who would holler at him? A doll is a necessity.
Nathan, I'm not putting the rap on dolls. I'm simply saying a guy can have them around when he wants them, and they're easy to find.
Not dolls like Adelaide.
Nathan, figuring weight for age, old dolls are the same.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Then how come you ain't got a doll? How come you're going to Havana alone without one?
I like to travel light. But if I wish to take a doll with me to Havana, there is a large assortment available.
Not real high-class dolls.
Any doll, you name her.
Any doll, and I name her? Will you bet on that? Will you bet $1,000 that if I name a doll, you will take her to Havana tomorrow?
You got that.
I name her.
Her. Cider.
Someday, I'm going to take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end.
Well, they do that every day. Do you take sinners here?
Indeed we do. My name is Abernathy. Arvine Abernathy, Sky Masters. Sarah,
How do you do? What's wrong?
what is the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin.
You poor man. Agatha,
Yes.
coffee.
Didn't I just see you outside?
Possibly. Been wandering around and trying to have the courage to come here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Gladly. I would never become a gambler had I not fallen in with evil companions who were always offering me sucker bets.
Here, young man.
Thank you. You know, it makes me feel good just to talk to you people.
Well, you just go right on talking to Sister Sarah and you'll be all right.
I'm glad you found us. Well, the Bible says, seek and ye shall find.
Very good. I wish we could find more sinners like you. We're out every day trying.
Well, maybe you should try the nighttime.
How's that?
Well, I happen to know as a former sinner that the best time to find sinners is between midnight and dawn. Maybe you should try an all-night session against the devil.
That's a very good suggestion indeed. Thank you very much, Brother Masters.
You're welcome.
Coffee. coffee's so good, I can't understand why it isn't a sin. Fine old gentleman. I suppose he sort of looks after you.
Well, we look after each other.
Uh-huh. I suppose if one of you goes someplace, well, the other goes along.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Here are 2 of our pamphlets that I'd like you to read. They will give you a good deal of comfort.
Thank you.
And we're holding a midnight prayer meeting on Thursday, which I'm sure you will wish to attend.
I'm sure. Miss Sarah, I hope you not think I'm getting out of line. Just think it's wonderful to see a pretty doll, a nice lady like you, sacrificing herself for the sake of others. Staying here in this place. You ever go anyplace else, travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
That's a little far. There are a lot of wonderful places just a few hours from New York by plane. You ever been in a plane?
No.
It's one
Here's
of the...
another pamphlet that I think you should read.
Thank you. Of course, I need a lot of personal help from you. My heart is as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gullet.
I'll be speaking at the Thursday prayer meeting.
Well, I'll need private lessons. Why don't we have dinner or something?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry. Just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Hey, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
Well, that's not Proverbs, it's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
Sorry, no peace to the wicked. It's Isaiah, chapter 57, verse 22. Isaiah?
Isaiah.
There are 2 things been in every hotel room in the country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times.
You've read the Bible 12 times?
What's wrong with the Bible? In fact, in my business, the strangest information frequently comes in handy. I once won 5 G's in a parlay. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
I told you, I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Lying's a sin. Look, I'm a big sinner. If you get me, it's 8 to 5, the others will follow. And you need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Let's be honest. This mission's laying an egg. Look, why don't you let me help you? I bet you I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
Well, I'll make you a proposition then. When is this big meeting of yours? Thursday? Well, I guarantee you that I can fill this place with 12 genuine sinners. I will also guarantee that they will sit still and listen to you.
And what's my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why do you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
Sky Masterson's marker for 12 sinners. You don't think it's good? Ask anybody in town. I owe you 12 sinners. I'll pick you up at noon tomorrow.
At noon?
Well, it'll take us some time to get there.
To get where?
My favorite restaurant.
Where is that?
El Cafe Cubana, Havana.
Havana?
Well, where do you want to eat? Howard Johnson's?
What, Havana?
Why not? The plane gets us there in 5 hours, back the same night, and the food's great.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, when you were describing the blackness of your heart, you didn't do yourself justice.
And I now realize, Sister Sarah, no matter how beautiful a sergeant is, she's still a sergeant.
Please, go away.
Why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come to Mission 1 and I'll accept guys. I hate guys.
Don't hate anyone.
Just me. I am relieved that it's just me and not all guys in general. It is nice to know that somewhere in the world there's a guy who might appeal to the sergeant. I wonder what this guy will be like.
You will not be a gambler.
I am not interested in what he will not be. I'm interested in what he will be.
Don't worry, I'll know. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom in his head, to the homely aroma of his
You have wished yourself a Scarsdale Galahad, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes, and I shall meet him when the time is
two pair of pants.
By that calm, steady voice, sweet on the ground. And I run to his arms, and at last I come home safe and sound. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll kiss her.
No. You're talking about love. You can't dope it like that. What are you picking, a guy or a horse?
I wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
Well, would you like to hear how a gambler feels about the big heartthrob?
No.
Well, I'll tell you. Mine will come as a surprise to me. Mine, I leave to chance and chemistry.
Chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry. Suddenly I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know that then I'll know at the sight of your face how I care, how I care, how I care. And I'll stop and I'll stare and I'll know long before we can speak. I'll know in my heart. I'll know, and I won't harass. Am I right? Am I wise? Am I smart? But I'll stop, and I'll stare at that face in the throng. Yes, I'll know when my love comes along. When my love comes along. I'll drop it again. So you can cake and crack at the other cheek.
Take a chance. My love will be just what I need. Not some fly-by-night Broadway romance. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll whisper. When my love comes
Hello? Hello, is this the Biltmore Garage? Let me talk to Joey Biltmore.
Who's this?
Nathan Detroit.
This is Joey. What do you want?
Joey, I'm calling about the, you know,
The what?
the crap game.
The what?
The crap game.
Wait a minute. I got a customer.
Hurry it up, will ya?
That'll be $8. What did you say, Nathan?
The crap game.
Don't say that on the phone. Suppose the cops are listening.
I'm sorry, the dice game. Listen, Joey, is it all right if I use your place tomorrow night?
If I get $1,000,
I'll have it tomorrow.
then call me tomorrow.
Joey, if you're going to take that attitude, I'll have the game someplace else.
Then have it someplace else.
Where else can I have it? Joey, the dough is guaranteed. Would I lie to you?
Yes?
I'm getting it from Sky Masterson.
How do you know?
It's a bet. I can't lose. I bet him he could not take a doll to Havana.
Why couldn't he?
Because she ain't the kind of doll that goes to Havana.
Where does she go?
She don't go no place. That's why I know I'm gonna win.
Don't be so sure. It ain't a horse. It's a doll.
But Joey...
Nathan, there will be no crap game here tomorrow unless I get my dough in advance.
Joey, you've known me for a long time.
That's why I want it in advance.
Well, I can't talk no more. I gotta meet Adelaide at the hot box. Look, just one thing. Can I at least tell the guys that it's gonna be at your place?
Not till I get the dough.
Okay, you'll get it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I hope you get stabbed by a Studebaker.
I heard that.
For the grand finale of Around the World Review, we take you back on the farm with our star Miss Adelaide and the hot box Farmer Red.
Would go for a certain kind of a guy which you wouldn't think she would do so?
What do you mean?
I mean, just for instance, there are certain dolls you can almost bet they wouldn't go for certain guys.
Nathan, no matter how terrible a fella seems, you can never be sure that some girl won't go for him. Take us.
Yeah.
Nathan, starting with next week, I'm going to be getting a raise. And I was wondering what you would think
sooner or later.
I know, Nathan. But I'm starting to worry about Mother.
Your mother? What about your mother?
Well, Nathan, this is something I never told you, but my mother, back in Rhode Island, she thinks we're married already.
Why would she think a thing like that?
Well, I couldn't be engaged for 14 years, could I? People don't do that in Rhode Island. They all get married.
Then why is it such a small state?
Anyway, I wrote her I was married.
You did, huh?
Uh-huh. And then, after about 2 years,
What, after about 2 years?
we had a baby.
You told your mother we had a baby?
Oh, I had to, Nathan. Mother wouldn't have understood if we hadn't.
What type baby was it?
It was a boy. I named him after you, Nathan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And where is Nathan Jr. supposed to be now?
Oh, he's in boarding school. I wrote Mother you won the football game last Saturday.
I wish I had a bet on it.
But Nathan, that's not all, Nathan.
Don't tell me. He has a little sister.
All those years, Mother believes in big families.
Just give me the grand total.
5.
Your mother must be a glutton for punishment.
Oh, but Nathan, now we're finally getting married, and it won't be a lie anymore.
Adelaide, how could you do such a thing? Lie to a nice old broad like your mother.
But Nathan, you don't even know my mother.
But I'll be meeting her soon. And what'll I tell her? What'll I tell her I did with the 5 kids? Traded them to the Phillies or something? What are we gonna do?
We could get married.
But marriage ain't something you jump into like it was a kettle of fish. We ain't ready.
I'm ready. Nathan. What do you think I got in this box, huh? What do you think I got in this box?
Sally's wedding shop. I can't guess.
It's a wedding veil. I've had it for 3 years. I won't show it to you because of bad luck, but would you like to see it?
It's bad luck.
Anyway, Nathan, I've got the veil. Now all we need is a license and a blood test.
A what?
Blood test. It's a law.
What a city. First they closed my crap game, then they opened my veins.
Nathan, you're not thinking about running that crap game again.
Adelaide, how could you think such a thing? Why do you think I gave up the crap game? It's because I love you, and I want us two to be the happiest married couple that there is in the world.
Anybody seen an earring out here? No, I don't think so. You. I'm all down up with society Max tomorrow night, and he breaks our date on account of a silly crap game. Honestly, Adelaide, I pity you. Here it is.
Adelaide, look at me. I'm down on my knees.
Oh, get up. It reminds me of a crap game.
You're getting yourself upset. You and I are going to be all right. After all, we love each other, and we're going to get married.
No, I don't believe you anymore.
But it's true. You'll feel better tomorrow. Come on, cheer up, honey. Let's see that old smile. That's my girl. See you tomorrow.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration may react with psychosomatic symptoms, difficult to endure, affecting the upper
Hey, well, I don't know. I suppose trying to see Adelaide or something. She's mad at him again.
Now, Miss Adelaide, she's always taking his mind off honest work.
Yes, it is too bad that a smart businessman like Nathan has to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
Benny, it is his weakness, and we should be tolerant, for I am told it is a worldwide weakness. Look! What's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. A story about a Minnesota man full in love with a Mississippi girl. He sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy.
What's in the Daily News? I'll tell you what's in the Daily News. Story about a guy who bought his wife a small ruby with what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the Daily News.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting home by a television set who once used to be something of a rover. That's what's happening all over. Love is the thing that has flickered. And it looks like it's just another victim. Yes, so when you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some dough.
When you spot a child waiting out of the rain, chances are he's insane. There's only a child can keep her a chain.
When you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat that you flat the Taj Mahal. Call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money. That's a guy's only doing it for some dough.
A Joe, say you can't put this dough. You can bet that he's making it for some dough.
When a farm finds wine like a bum can afford, it's the sense of the farm is under the thumb of some little boy.
When you meet a bum, lately out of the job, and he's still living flat, call it love. Call it hell, call it heaven, it's probable 12-7. That one guy's only doing it for some dough. When you see a sport and his cash is run short, make a bet and he's banging it with some dough.
When a guy wears tails with the front leaning white, who the hell do you think he's tickling on Saturday night?
When a lazy slob takes a good steady job and he smells rubber chalice and parmesan. Call it dumb, call it clever, I'm to get out forever. That the guy's only doing it for some dumb, some dumb, some dumb. The guy's only doing it for some dumb. All right, boys, all right. Y'all got your red carnations? Just remember, nobody gets in unless they got their red carnations. It's like a passport.
All right, well, where's the game?
Look, I'll tell you in a minute, all right? Is it all set? Can I tell the boys that the game is going to be played in the Double Garage?
Not yet. They got to stall me for a while. Joey wants his dough first.
Well, it's 11 o'clock and they ain't going to wait around much longer.
So soon. I left nicely at my hotel to wait for the money from Sky. It'll be there. Where's the dough?
I haven't come yet.
I told you to wait for it.
Well, I had to get through groceries. I got a little late.
Get back to the hotel and wait for the money from Sky, and don't come back here without it, even if you start it. All right, Nathan?
Where's the game, Detroit?
Hey, Harry the horse. How are you, Harry? How's everything in Brooklyn?
Detroit, you do not have no place for your game. Tell us, or we will seek elsewhere for entertainment.
Now, take it easy, Harry.
I hope, Detroit, you will not spoil our evening, inasmuch as I happen to be entertaining a very prominent guest here. And I think you might have heard. I would like you to meet Big Julie from Chicago.
Why, how do you do, Big Julie? Welcome to our fair city, in which, as you know, the heat is on. But just be patient and you'll get some action.
What do you say, Big Julie? Shall we stick around or shall we blow?
I came here to shoot crap. Let's shoot crap.
Sure, sure.
Nathan. If there is no crap game tonight, I am sure Big Julie will be considerably displeased. And Big Julie does not like to be displeased that you can find out that those citizens who at one time or another displeased him Although I have to admit it is quite hard to find such citizens in view of the fact that they are no longer around in Havana.
Oh, why, Harry, you don't think I would be so rude as to displease a gentleman like Big Julie here. Believe me when I tell you, Big Julie, that when Nathan Detroit, when Nathan Detroit arranges something, you can...
Well, an interesting gathering indeed. The cream of society. Sneaky Pete, Society Max, Liver Lips Louie, hey, Yo-Yo Joe, Fast Hand Al and Rusty Charlie, and Angie the Ox. Hey, Harry the Horse, all the way from Brooklyn. And, pardon me, very bad on names, but your face looks familiar. Mind telling me where you're from?
East Cicero, Illinois.
Oh, what do you do there?
I'm a scoutmaster.
Don't ever help my mother across the street. Lovely. This looks like the male chorus from Blossom Time. What's the occasion?
Well, we,
It's a party!
Indeed, it's a party. What kind of party?
Bye, girls. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
It's a bachelor party because Nathan's getting married.
What?
To you.
Yes, that is correct, Lieutenant. It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan's getting married.
Yes, sir. She's a
Which nobody cannot deny.
Nathan, I'm so thrilled. Why didn't you tell me?
it was a surprise.
Yeah, but when I saw you standing here with all these fine gentlemen, I never dreamed it was a bachelor dinner. I thought it was a
Oh, it's a bachelor dinner.
It's a bachelor dinner.
Yes, sir, a bachelor dinner.
Just think, after 14 years, I'm finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time certainly does fly.
So tell me, Nathan, when is the happy day?
When will it be, Nathan?
Oh, well.
Nathan, these good gentlemen are nice enough to give you a bachelor dinner. You should at least tell them the wedding date.
Well, we need time for a license and our blood test.
Oh, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could get married tomorrow night? Oh, right after the shop at the Hot Box.
Adelaide, we need time for a license.
You could elope.
What?
You can drive down to Maryland. What's the name of that town?
Pimlico.
No, not Pimlico. No, Nathan, Elkton. They'll marry you right away. They don't ask for a blood test.
Ain't that a healthy?
That's a great idea, Nathan. You look, and I'll lend you my getaway car. My Buick.
Oh, Nathan, let's do it.
Oh, well. What the hell?
Oh, right. Congratulations.
My congratulations to Nathan. And I only hope there's nothing in heredity.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so thrilled. I got so many things to do before we elope. You'll be at the Hot Box tomorrow night.
I'll have a table reserved and I'll be all dressed up in whatever you'll open.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so happy. I ought to wire my mother. Only what'll I wire her?
Send a telegram and date it back.
Oh, I better wait until we have 5 children. It won't take us long.
Hey, Nathan, you are indeed a lucky fellow, a most beautiful doll. Do you agree, Big Jewel?
Tell me, how long you know the doll?
14 years.
Let you crap.
Hey, Nathan, you better find a place.
How can I? The money from Sky ain't come yet.
Maybe it won't come. Maybe he took the doll to Havana.
He couldn't have. How could he? She couldn't have gone.
Only enough to act as a preservative.
You know,
Take it easy, slugger. It's over. You're still the champ. Are you all right?
Am I all right? Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. Not the moment we kiss tonight. That's the way I just got to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light. And if I were a man, I'd wave. Ask me how I feel. Believe it's my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a king, I'd be swinging. And if I were a watch, I'd start clocking my spring. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding. Sorry. Ask me how I feel from this chemistry lesson I'm learning.
Chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bridge, I'd be swirling. Yes, and if I got around the crack from this wonderful way that you talk, boy, if I were a duck, I'd quack. And if I were a goose, I'd go. Ask me how I feel. Now that the Lord's being caressing. How if I were a salad, I know I'd be splashing my dressing. Ask me now to describe this whole beautiful thing. Well, if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, Havana is so wonderful. Why don't we stay for a few days? We can see how wonderful it's really like.
We better hurry up if we want to catch the plane back to New
I
York.
don't want to go back.
I'm taking you back.
You're no gentleman.
Look, it's no good. I'm no good. You know why I took you to Havana in the first place? I made a bet. That's how you met me. I made a bet.
Well, how else would a girl get to meet a gambler?
Come on. I'm taking you back.
Ah,
I gotta think what's best for you.
you talk just like a missionary.
Welcome to New York City. Thank you for flying Air Cuba and have a nice day. Bienvenidos a la ciudad de Nueva York. Gracias por volar en Air Cuba.
Thank you for bringing me back. I must have behaved very badly.
No, you were fine.
Adelaide, how are you? Well, that's great. You know Miss Sarah?
How do you do?
Oh, glad to meet you. You know, we're eloping tomorrow night right after the show at the Hot Box, Nathan and I.
Well, good luck.
Thank you, Scott. Gee, I feel just like a housewife already. I'm gonna love being in the kitchen. I've tried all the other rooms.
Miss Adelaide certainly seems happy.
She's in love.
Yeah, I guess so.
What time is it?
I don't know, 4 o'clock?
This is your time of day, isn't it? I've never been up this late before.
How do you like it?
It's so peaceful. It's wonderful.
Finding something out I've known for quite a while. My time of day is the dark time janitor with the mouth, and the grocery clerks are all gone. When the smell of the rain-washed pavement comes up clean and fresh and cold, and the street lamp light fills the gutter with gold, that's my time of day. My time of day. And you're the only doll I've ever wanted to share it with me. Obadiah.
Obadiah, what's that?
Obadiah Masterson, that's my real name. You're the first person I ever told it to. I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before, but my heart sings your I knew so. 'Cause this is wine that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and now my song was born. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
Hello, Sarah dear. Good morning, Brother Matthews. Good morning. Well, we took your advice and stayed out all night. Talked to a lot of shippers. Where have you been, Sarah?
I've been to Cuba.
Oh, you're even more tired than I am.
Wait a minute! About 10 G's!
Someone must have tipped them off. I've seen a lot of strange things in my time, but this is the first time I ever see a crap gig going full blast in a mission.
Crap game
But Sarah, you know that I had nothing to do with this.
wouldn't have happened if I had. I never should have gone with you. It was wrong.
You went to help the mission.
Did I?
Can I see you tomorrow?
Everyone is welcome at the mission.
That's not what I
It's
mean.
no good, Sky. You said it yourself. It's no good.
But why not? What the hell kind of doll are you anyway?
I'm a mission doll.
And now, for the feature presentation of the evening, the Hot Box proudly presents Miss Adelaide and her debutante.
Is he here yet?
No, I'm sorry, sir. Mr. Detroit has not been here all evening.
Bring me a ride, soda.
Yes, sir. Hey, Sky. Did you see Miss Adelaide?
Huh?
I bring her a message from Nathan. Wish Nathan would bring his own messages.
What's the message? Where's Nathan?
Well, it's this way. Nathan's aunt in Pittsburgh is ill with,
A rare tropical disease.
yeah, that's not bad. Anyway, Nathan told me to tell Miss Adelaide.
Nice. What's the message? Where's Nathan?
The cracking is still going on.
Since last night?
Big Julie, being a large loser, does not wish the game to terminate. In fact, he is most insistent. So, I don't have a place and the game goes on.
Where's the game?
Why, want some action?
No. But I do want to talk to some of the guys. You see, Nicely, I gave my marker to, well, somebody. And I'd like to clear it.
Hey, we'll talk to you later, Skyner, right?
Nicely. What about Nathan's message?
Right. Miss Adelaide, Nathan's in Pittsburgh with a rare tropical lamp. Goodbye.
What? I don't understand. Nathan has to be here tonight. We're hoping to get married. Is it the crap game again?
You know Nathan. Why does it surprise you?
But he promised to change.
Change? Why is it when you dolls get a guy you like, you gotta take him in for alterations?
Oh, and what about you men? Why can't you marry people like normal people do and live normal like people?
No,
And
exactly.
have a home with a wallpaper and bookends.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I mean, guys like Nathan Detroit and yeah, Sky Masterson. We don't belong in a life like that. When dolls like you get mixed up with guys like us, it's no good. It's no good. I'll see you in a couple months.
Where are you going?
I don't know, Las Vegas maybe. I caught a ticket on the late plane.
Will you see Nathan before you go?
Maybe.
Well, tell him I never want to talk to him again. And have him call me here. Nathan!
Look, why don't you get yourself another guy?
I can't. I love Nathan. Wait till you talk to somebody, you'll find out.
Yeah.
In Adelaide, just from sitting alone at a table reserved for two, a Hafen had developed the flu. You can bundle her up in a woolies, and I mean the warmest friend. You can wrap her in sweaters and coats till it's more than a frame can stand. If she still gets the feeling she's naked from looking at her left hand, a Hafen can develop the flu. 103.2. So much virus inside that a microscope's line looks like a day at the zoo. Just from plotting her memories in writing and a story her folks can be told, a Hafen can develop a cold. Shoot!
Sarah, dear, not so fast, not so fast. Look, suppose we don't have a big meeting tonight. Suppose nobody's there at all. We'll explain to the general.
You won't have to explain. It'll be very clear. I just want to get away from this whole place. To go someplace
Where the sinners are all respectable and well behaved.
you saw what happened last night. They gambled in our mission.
And someday they'll be praying. Even a man like Sky Masterson. Well, he came seeking refuge.
He came seeking me. Did you know that?
you kidding? I knew that the minute he started picking on me. What I didn't know is that you were going to get stuck with him.
I'll get over it.
What do you want to get over it for? It isn't pneumonia.
The man I love will not be a gambler.
If you love him enough.
He will not be a gambler.
Sarah, dear, always taking care of me. All I want is for you to be happy. Velvet, I can wish you for the color of the gold and fortune smiling all along your way. But I cannot wish you and to wish I your love, your true love this day. Mansions I can wish you 7 foot and all in red, and calling cards upon a silver tray. But more I cannot wish you than to wish I'm your love, your own true love this day. Standing there, gazing at you, full of the bloom of you. Standing there, gazing at you with the sheep's eye and the licorice too. Music I can wish, merry music while you're young, and wisdom when your hair has turned to gray. But more I cannot wish than to wish I'm your love, your own true love this day. With the sheep's eye and the licorice tree and the strong arms to carry you away.
Well, how goes it, Brother Hafen? Well, the general's coming. She's expecting a lot of people, but the general's a tough doll, huh?
I don't think Mr. Masterson is interested in our troubles, Uncle Arvide. We've got to hurry.
Miss Sarah, you still hold my marker for 12 sinners tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Masterson, but I'd rather you just forgot about it.
I cannot welch in a marker.
Mr. Masterson, last night the mission was filled with your friends. Let us say we're even.
If you don't pay off on that marker, I'll tell the whole town you're a dirty Welch.
Nice, where's the crap game?
Welsh guy's about 10 minutes walk from here.
Which way?
This way.
There is nothing you could do to me that would not cheer me up.
Well, here they are, Sly. Here they are.
Good evening, gentlemen. Wow, fresh blood. Say, fella, you're looking for some action. No, not at the moment. I wish to talk to some of you guys. Oh, we ain't talking. We're shooting crap. I am only asking for 1 minute. I said we are shooting crap. It has to do with Miss Sarah Brown's mission. Say, who is this guy?
The fella I was telling you took the mission down to Havana.
Oh, I get it. Hey, look, fella, why don't you get back up there to your praying tomato? You're slumming on the action. If you want some action, would you care to make a small wager on a proposition? What's the proposition? My right hand and the left hand. Now, how would I know a thing like that? I'll give you a clue.
Hey, hey!
return this to Sears Roebuck.
Up, you guys! Tonight at Miss Sarah Brown's mission at 409 West 49th Street, they're holding a midnight prayer meeting. Now, I promised I would deliver to them some sinners. And when it comes to sinning, you guys are high among the pay cards.
Hey. I ain't wasting no evening, no. How did I leave you join?
If you won't do it as a favor to me, do it as a favor to yourself. I guarantee you the air of the mission smells a lot cleaner than it does down here. And maybe it wouldn't hurt you guys to learn something else besides making the odds on a 4 the hard way.
You've been reading the Bible too much.
Maybe the Bible doesn't read as lively as a scratch sheet, but at least it's twice as accurate. Who's coming?
I'm not going anywhere. Punch me in the stomach.
Well, I tried. See you around.
Okay, Sky. About that Havana business, I regret I temporarily do not have the 1,000 to pay you.
That's all right. You don't have to pay me. You won.
But I thought you took Miss Sarah to Havana.
Well, you thought wrong.
Come on, Big Julie, get up. I have now got dough to roll you again, but with my dice.
Nothing doing. With those dice, you cannot make a pass to save his soul.
What did you say?
I says, with them dice, you cannot make a pass to save his soul.
Well, maybe I can make a pass to save his, and yours, and his. And I'm gonna roll the dice. I bet each of you $1,000 against your soul. $1,000 cash against the marker for your soul. If I win, you show up at the Save a Soul mission tonight. Is it okay?
Let me get this. If you lose, we each get $1,000. And if you win, we show up at the Mission Dolls Cabaret.
If I win, you show up at the Save a Soul mission, one meeting.
Okay by me?
Yeah, by me too.
You too, Nathan, $1,000 against your soul.
Me? I don't even know if I got one.
You got one someplace.
How do you spell soul? Look, Nathan, it's S-O.
All right, put down your markers. Nathan, give me the dice.
What about Sky? Come on, Sky.
Let me roll!
Ah, jeez. Come on, Mike. Come on. Hold on. Ain't got no nothing here.
Come on, quick stop, roll. What's the matter, Sky? You chicken?
You've seen me roll for 100 G's. But I got a little bit more than dough riding on this one. They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike
be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight.
Luck, let a gentleman see.
Luck, let a gentleman see. How nice a thing it can be. Luck be a lady, a lady. Be a lady with me.
She has a heart, soul. A lady would make little snake eyes, snake eyes, and my life was
Soul,
so let's keep the party polite.
never get out of my sight. Stick here, baby, stick here, baby. Love be a lady. Love be a lady. Roll with you, what's the matter? Roll the dice. Coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out right. Ha!
I tell you, I don't want to go to no prayer meeting.
Big Jolly, you give them your mark. And if you welch, it will cause me no little embarrassment. And I know you don't want to cause me no embarrassment.
But if it ever gets back to Chicago that I went to some prayer meeting, no decent person will talk to me.
Adelaide.
Ah, what a coincidence.
Adelaide, nicely explained to you about the night. I hope you ain't sore about it.
Oh, please. Let us not have a vulgar scene. After all, we are civilized people. We do not have to conduct ourselves like a slob.
Adelaide, what is this? You are my doll.
Your doll? Please, if that weren't so amusing, one could laugh at it. Ha!
Sweetheart, baby, how can you carry on like this over one lousy elopement? Adelaide, please.
It's no use, Nathan. I have succeeded in your not being able to upset me no more. I have got you completely out of my... Achoo! Oh, Nathan.
Adelaide, baby, don't ever do that to me again. I can't stand it. We'll get married. We'll have a home. A little white house with a green fence. Just like the Whitney colors.
Oh, Nathan, we gotta do it soon. I had another letter from Mother today, and she was asking a lot of questions. And she, put in a letter for you, too.
A letter for me from your mother. Well, dear son Nathan, this is my first letter to you, although you have now been married to my daughter for 12 years. But I feel like I know you from Adelaide's letters. And in my mind's eye, I can see you as you go down to work every morning at 7. What a responsibility it must be to be the assistant manager of an A&P. I'm not even the manager.
Well, I was gonna promote you for Christmas.
I know how hard you have to work to take care of your family. Adelaide and the 5 kids, and the one that's on the way.
Mother wanted me to visit her. I had to tell her that.
Don't she know I can't have 6 kids on what they pay me at the A&P? I'm very proud to have you as a son-in-law. You are a good man, and I know you'll always take care of Adelaide. I feel like a heel.
Oh, Nathan, we can still make everything all right. Look, it's not even midnight yet. 5 minutes to 12. Oh, let's elope right now.
Okay, Adelaide. No, I can't.
Why not? Nathan, why can't we elope right now?
Because, well, I gotta go to a prayer meeting.
Nathan, this is the biggest lie you ever told me.
But I promise you, it's true.
You promised me this, you promised me that, you promised me anything under the sun, and you give me a kiss and you're grabbing your hat and you're off to the races again when I think of the time gone by.
Adelaide.
And I think of the way I cried.
Adelaide.
I can honestly die.
Call a lawyer and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, hate me. Go ahead, hate me. I love you.
Yes, in my life, I was a fool.
So sue me, what can you do me? I love you.
You're gambling there, you gamble on everything, all except me, and I'm sick of you keeping me up in the air till you're back with the money again. When I think of the time gone by,
Adelaide.
and I think of the way I tried,
Adelaide.
I could honestly die.
Serve a paper and sue me, what can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, go ahead, hate me, I love you.
One of the jail, looking to me to bail you.
All right, already, so call a policeman. All right, already, it's true, too true. So sue me, what can you do me? I love
Running again, you're running the game. I'm not gonna play second fiddle to that. And I'm sick and I'm tired of stalling around. And I'm telling you now that we're through when I think of the time gone by. And I think of the way I tried.
Adelaide.
I could honestly die.
Sue me, shoot bullets through me. I love you.
It is now several minutes past midnight. Isn't anyone coming? Sergeant Sarah, there is something very wrong.
Well, maybe your watch is fast.
General, I know what's wrong. I'm wrong. I failed. I've spoken to these people day after day, but my words just haven't reached them. I think that you had better...
Welcome, gentlemen, welcome. Have a seat.
Yay, welcome. Oh.
Can't believe I'm out of prayer.
Everybody here?
Yeah.
Where's Nathan Detroit?
Present.
Well, here you have it, Miss Sarah, 12 or more assorted sinners. Sorry we didn't have time to clean them up. Gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to the Save a Soul mission. This is a mission, not Roseland. And I would hope you would not conduct yourself in any unpleasantness. Being that I'm departing for Point West tonight, I'm appointing Nathan Detroit Major Domo in my place. Anybody who's not conduct himself according to Hoyle will answer to me personally. And that means in person!
What a remarkable young man.
So, remember that, you guys. Brother Abernathy, your dice.
Gentlemen, we are honored tonight to have the head of our organization, General Cartwright, here with us this evening. General Cartwright?
It is wonderful to see our mission graced by the presence of so many evil-looking sinners. Now, who would like to testify? Who will start the ball rolling by giving testimony?
Benny, give testimony.
Yeah, come on, Benny. Get up there.
Hey! I ain't no stupid. I ain't no stupid.
Come, brothers. I know it is difficult. But who will give testimony to the sin that is within his heart?
Benny, tell him what a bum you are.
Yeah, get up.
was always a bad guy. And a gambler. But I ain't gonna do it no more. I thank you.
No, thank you.
There, don't you feel better now?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Anyone else?
Big Julie.
Well, I used to be bad when I was a kid. But ever since then, I've gone straight, as I can prove by my record. 33 arrests and no conviction.
Sky rolled us for our souls.
I beg your pardon?
Sky Masters. He bet us $1,000 against our souls. That's why we're here.
I don't think I understand.
I do, General. He means that they are only here because Mr. Masterson won them in a dice game.
How wonderful! This whole meeting the result of gambling? It shows how good can come out of evil. Sergeant Sarah, you have done remarkable work.
Hasn't she, though?
Thank you.
Hey, I ain't finished my testimony yet. As I was saying, my sins is that when Sky rolled us, I wish I would have won the $1,000 instead of having to come here. But now that I'm here, I still wish it.
Anyone else?
We will now hear testimony from Brother Nicely Johnson.
Yeah,
Forget it. No, I'm not doing it. No, I'm not doing it.
get up, you fat water buffalo.
It happened to be kind of funny, like a dream. That's it, a dream.
Tell us in your own words.
Okay. I dreamed last night I got on the boat to heaven, and by some chance I had brought my dice along, and there I stood, and I hollered someone paid me, but the passengers, they knew right from wrong. And the people all said, sit down, you rockin' the boat. People all said, sit down, you rockin' the boat. And the devil will drag you under, or the shark will paddle your check good coat. Sit down, you rockin' the boat. Thank you very much. I sailed away on that little boat to heaven, and by some chance found a bottle in my fist, and there I stood, nicely passing out the whiskey, but the passengers were bound to resist. For the people all said beware, beware those little ship. And the devil will drag you under. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. And as I laughed at those passengers to heaven, oh gosh. The great big wave came and washed me overboard, and I hollered, someone save me. That's the moment I woke up, thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord.
What can we do for you? Perhaps you would care to give testimony?
I'll do my testimony in court, where I will testify that you ran a crap game in this mission last night. Miss Sarah, you were standing there when they came running out. You saw them. Aren't these the fellas?
I never saw them before in my life.
There's a right broad.
Please excuse us, Detective. We'd like to get back with our prayer meeting.
I never saw a bunch of crap shooters spend so much time in a mission. Maybe that's what they mean by holy rollers.
That's the worst joke I ever heard.
Thank you, Miss Sarah. People, I also have a confession to make, and I gotta get it off my chest. We did shoot crap here last night, and we're all sorry. Ain't we, boys?
Sorry. I'm really sorry.
But I did another terrible thing. I made a bet with a certain guy that he could not take a doll away with him on a trip. And this I should not have done. Although it did not do any harm, as I won the bet.
You won the bet?
Sure, the guy told me he did not take the doll. Well, this makes me feel a lot better.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah! Brother Calvin, Sister Agatha, the hymnals. Gentlemen, we will now sing number 244, Follow the Fold. I still think I hate Nathan.
doesn't mean that gamblers at your prayer meeting. Was Nathan Detroit there?
I'm sure I heard that name.
Yeah, tall, skinny, Italian-looking fella.
I think so.
How do you like that, Rat? Just when you want to be lying, he's telling the truth. Boy, am I glad I'm through with him. And you ought to be glad you're through with Sky, too.
I am.
What, are we crazy or something? At Watermakers and Saxon Pines, a lesson I've been taught. You can't get alterations on a dress you haven't bought.
At any vegetable market from Mordio to Nome, you mustn't squeeze a melon till you get the melon full.
You've simply got to gamble.
You get no guarantee.
Now doesn't that kind of apply to you and I? You and me. Whatever. Why not? Why not what? Marry the man today. Trouble though he may be, much as he likes to play. Crazy and wild and free, marry the man today. Have him inside in sorrow. Marry the man today and change his ways tomorrow.
Marry the man today.
Marry the man today.
Maybe he's leaving
Maybe
town.
he's leaving now.
Don't let him get away.
Get away.
Hurry and tell you now.
Marry the man today. Give him the girlish laughter.
Give him your hand today and save the fist for after.
Slowly introduce him to the better things. Respectable, conservative, and clean.
Reader's Digest.
Guy Romano.
Roger's Pitt.
No, galoshes. Ovaltine. But marry the man today. Handle and beat him gently. Marry the man today and train him subsequently.
Carefully expose him to domestic life. If he ever tries to stray from here, have a pot,
Have a headache.
have a baby,
Have 2, 6, 9. Stop. Marry the man today. Rather than sigh in sorrow. Marry the man today and change his ways. Change his ways. Change his ways. Tomorrow.
Give me a light paper.
Nathan, come on. We're waiting for you.
Just a minute. I'm waiting on the lieutenant. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Nathan, close up the newsstand. We're getting married.
Look, is this wedding going to take place or ain't it? I paid $50 for this chrysanthemum.
Nathan, come on.
Gee, Adelaide, you picked the busiest time of the day.
Okay, let's go. Where's the wedding, Detroit?
Holy smoke!
What's wrong?
I didn't get a place for the wedding.
How about the Billmore Garage?
Brothers and sisters, life is like a big crap game. The devil's using loaded dice.
Where's the crap game?
Brother Masterson,
Brother Detroit.
can we get married in your mission, Adelaide and I?
I'd be glad to do it. I'm married Brother Masterson and Sister Sarah there.
Nathan, I'll lay 8 to 5 says you'll be very happy.
What Obadiah means is...
Oh!